to say, the purpose of this is what happens to me out in the public comes to me and they ask me questions, specific questions about a lot of things dealing with our county. And I think it is our duty to the public to let them know where all sides come about on all the decisions that come in front of this board. This open meeting for the public is an excellent forum. Everybody, there's definitely, we have sides, everybody thinks differently. But if your commission set up in here and did not listen to the public, how would you feel about some of the decisions? I think we sit here and we listen. We are a very observant board of county commissioners, and we're looking at everybody's input that deals with this community. Bills were great. I love your emails. Absolutely understand them. All the emails that we got, there were some really harsh emails that come to me as a commissioner that aren't warranted. My question to this community was, is this a position that we need? Is it a position? And we've heard all the deliberations from our community, and that's what we need. We need direction at times. I don't have all the answers for this community. This community is so divided. And we need to bring ourselves together to work as a whole. Right now, we're not doing that. We're fighting amongst ourselves. And it's like we got the Republican Party against the Democratic Party. And I have a lot of Democratic friends that are friends of mine that voted for me. And I really appreciate what is said. I don't think the same as everybody in this room. But I think everybody in this room has the right to speak out and say, okay, we need to observe all these different little issues that we have. If we can get this community to work together in a positive way, it'll be excellent. But it's like every time there's a little bit of, I'm going to say a mosquito bite out there, something that somebody doesn't like, a little prick on the finger or whatever, then it can turn into a really large issue. I brought this up because I wanted people to know what has been told to me out in the public. And that's why I brought it in front. And that's what I like about this forum, dealing with this open meeting. It lets people speak what's on their mind. And I think it's wonderful. I think it's actually wonderful what the people of this community can bring out and bring to our attention. I don't know if one of the two commissioners wanted to have a...
There's a hand if you...
I just have a quick question. I wasn't going to talk, but about the division.
Would you?
Oh, sure.
You got it. Please come up.
Chircop drinks. I guess I wasn't going to talk, but after you said it, I guess I wanted just a quick comment. About the division, I guess I would ask you as leaders that we can all talk amongst ourselves, but when you say in the public meeting by eliminating a position, that creates some of the division. And the reason is because you're not giving that analysis that Bill talked about. Like I'm a professional in this community, and when I have a job to do, I do it, and then I present it to my client, analysis and a vision and a direction. And I would ask you, if you would like to see this community move forward in one direction, as leaders, you can't talk in a public meeting like we talk at the grocery store. You can't just announce to eliminate someone that potentially is our friend or even a position we feel very strongly about. So I would just ask that, please.
Thank you very much.
I do have something to say along those lines. Talk is just talk. It's actions that speak louder than words. And I'm really disappointed in this board. I feel like this board has made a lot of things very personal. And it has, and even walking into this meeting, I wasn't sure if we're talking about public works director position or personnel. And I've seen the way that Jay has been treated by this board and undermined and gone around Jay flag, bringing in buckets of theatrics, bullying in the budget meeting, and the fact that his position was talked about and this board did not have the courtesy or the courage to talk to him about it. He had to find out about it from the clerk and call one of you. And I think that that is a poor sense of leadership, whether you like him or not. That's just not the right thing to do. And I think if we have division in this community, it's us as leaders to lead it to a place that's interactive. We should go to all the events, whether it's the fair, whether it's Music on Main. We're the leaders in this community, we have groups that we need to represent. And I'm sorry to say it, I've been trying to hold my tongue. I'm incredibly disappointed, it's really dysfunctional, and it's making government personal when it never should be. If we have an issue with Jay, we need to talk to him about it. And I would remind you guys, we just did his evaluation, right? And a lot of things, I don't know what we're gonna talk about at 1:30 at this point, honestly, if we're going to executive session or not. But that was really disappointing. And Jay came to visit me, and he sent us emails, we need better communication, we need better communication. I'm the only one who responds. He asks us to go and talk to him, he says to call him, he doesn't. He wants us to make a decision today. If you guys, if this is personal, you don't trust him, it's an at-will state, do what you need to do.